Hello, hello, hello. And today is not a combo guide, a tier list. Play this character or trying to force you into a decision. What we are doing today is a series of case studies on all characters in Dragon Ball Z, looking at their overall buttons and alike and game plans. And today we are going over GT Goku. Personally, my favorite Goku. At a glance, when you see him, he has everything. So many tools in his arsenal from all his years. He has the Kamehameha, he's got the pole, he's got Super Saiyan 3. One second, let me put down. He's got Super Saiyan 3. Oh, sorry, wrong Super. Sorry, he's got Super Saiyan, and he has. Let's do this correctly. Where's F bomb? And obviously when his partners are dead, he has Super Saiyan 3 and he has Super Saiyan 4. So this character, at a glance, without my bias, he has it all. So he seems to have it all. He's got great buttons, he's got projectiles, he's got damage, he's got the like. So if you want a Goku who's just most of all the Gokus are all rounders, but this is the most complete. He's one of the most complete of the Goku. Now, as always, we talk about characters in ranges. So we have up close, mid, and far. Now, that's how we're going to talk about him today. So if we talk about up close, Goku has 5L. So he has the 5L. So he's got his 5L, which is like this. He's got his 2L. So they don't have much range. 5LL, they're my -4. So it's got a bit of travel to it, but obviously it has been changed. He can chain his 2LL, but you can't do that to his 5L. So either just one hit, then you can confirm. As you saw there, that's -4, so it's practically safe. His 5M, his medium buttons are different. So his 5M and his 2M is actually -6, and this is -7. So when he ends strings in this, this can be punishable. So you have to be wary when obviously when you're doing this. That is -7, so you'll be wary about that. This is practically safe. Not the best way to end strings, but it still can be punished by a lot of characters' jabs. It's 5H being -8. It's 2H, some of the best 2Hs in the game, one of the fastest, which being 13 frames. And then let's go to his jump button. So he has jump L, which is really good reaching jump L, even on himself. Jump M, and he also has his jump H, which is one of his strongest buttons in the game. So good to throw out to close range. Then he has his jump 2H. So this is a really good move to kind of mix up your opponent, especially when you're here. Quick overhead that your opponent has to be very ready for. So if they're ready for all these options, and you bring out this as well, it's a lot for your opponent to deal with. Now let's go into supers. I showed you the supers earlier. So he has a level 1 straight beam, relatively fast. He also has Super Saiyan 3. That's when obviously when you lose a partner, I see Gotenks is there, he gets a powered up level 1. And his level 3 follows the same. So his level 3, by normal, this is what it does when you have one partner. I mean, all your partners, but if you lose a partner, obviously he gains Super Saiyan 4. Which is amazing. So let's go into specials. So, specials, we have conventional Kamehameha. So on the ground it goes up, but he can run. Shouts to Dragon Ball. He can run whilst doing it. He has the air version as well. He also has this move here, which he can control. So because of this move, he can actually control depending on the direction you do here. As you see here, Goku's throwing Kamehamehas as for movement. If you've watched Dragon Ball, you should know this. So this is a good way to traverse the screen. Combined with assists, as you see there, it can be really flustering for the opponent. He also has this flash fist here is only being -3 on block as well, all versions. So it's really good to kind of throw out, obviously in ranges. So it's a good move. So you see that's a 14 frame move to 13 frame move you're throwing out in the mid range. So that's something you have to kind of worry about. And talking of specials, I left out the biggest one, if not the biggest, is Spirit Bomb. Goku also has Spirit Bomb, which does a shed load of damage. Now, we've gone over kind of his special stuff. We're not here to talk about this thing. Let's all go into his game plan. What's he really looking for, and who helps him? So Goku is a character, as you saw, when he's inside, he is one of the most oppressive characters inside. So when he's looking for a partners that allow him to use these strings. You see here, he's able to do such dynamic strings to really mix up the opponent. He's got so many options that your opponent has to worry about. So having characters that allow Goku to extend these strings are something you're looking for. He's really oppressive. You can imagine just straight oppression. Straight oppression. Too much. So characters that allow him to kind of do these things like with Gotenks or with Gohan, these are the ones he's really looking for. So if you've got Gotenks, he can do stuff like this. So if he's got Gotenks assist, yeah, it's fine. So with Gotenks, he's able to do stuff like this. So it's really helpful for him. All of that, so your opponent really has to think about it. So this really helps because the delay of these LL gives you enough time to think about your next thing. So that's really helpful with GT Goku, especially when he's inside, especially when he does flash fist, using his assist to kind of extend. So those are all really helping there. And one other thing that helps him is great corner carry. So he himself has fantastic corner carry. He doesn't really need any help here. Because of his 5S and also 214L, which I didn't explain as a special. This is also a special too. Really good special. Let me show that on block actually. As you see there, just -5. EX version goes to the opponent. So this is a really good move to end strings. So when you combine this in Goku's corner carry, it travels quite a way. You see, that's quite a way. So if you combine that with the correct assists, see if I can still do this. It's been a while. Oof. Oof. I don't have this no more. Ooh. It's a bit hard now. See there? Correct. Combined with the right assists. He gets corner carry, puts him into the corner, and as you saw, Goku's got an array of options. Kind of by himself. He's got an array of options by himself to really mix up the opponent there. So what is he looking for in a partner? You ask. So he's looking for partners that allow him to do strings. So we saw with Gotenks A and Team Gohan A that they're really helpful. Let's check out the B assist. Now how does Gotenks B assist and Gohan help him? So we saw that he doesn't really need help with strings himself. So this gives him +31, so that's actually pretty helpful for him. So if he's able to do, because this 2S's are low. So during the string, your opponent, let me show you another character. So that's another normal I've forgotten. Goku's got so many. This, your opponent actually has to crouch. So while Goku's doing all of this, your opponent has to crouch that. So if you low, and then people have to think about the options. So it's really, you can see Gotenks will really help him out in the situation. So Gotenks is really helpful there. So we can just come on like Gotenks to help. Let's see Team Gohan's B assist of Ascendan. So we established that he needs help ending his strings, true strings, and great corner carry. So this assist is able to be super dashed. So it might not be the one that we need for GT Goku. However, it is helpful for GT Goku to get a corner carry. An easier corner carry, so potentially that could help as well. And obviously all C assists immediately work anyway. If we go to the other side, GT Goku has Kefla and Vegito. Let's go with this. So Kefla's able to obviously end the string and also give him corner carry that he needs. I'm sorry, Kefla. See over there, Kefla is able to give him the corner carry he needs and give me a string. Vegito A probably does exactly like Gohan's B assist, but this again gives him the corner carry. Oof, he has so much time in the world there. As you see there, so it gives me the opportunity to put them into the corner, and I saw his damage. GT Goku does a lot of damage, so you've got to really capitalize off that. So that really close proximity game, having the correct assists that allow you for these extensions, and really having really having dynamic strings to keep your opponent guessing. That's what helps when you're playing GT Goku. Now, if you're fighting against GT Goku, this is really important. If you're fighting against GT Goku, is you have no conventional 5S. So from here, from mid range, yes, you might have this, but aside from that, full screen, all he has is this, and obviously this movement here. So he has no way to combat his opponent's full screen. So if you're facing someone like Gohan, this is a hard situation for him. This situation that he has to take a risk to kind of get out of the situation. So if Gohan's only doing 2 of these, see right there, he has to take a risk there. Or throw out the Kamehameha, which is the slower option. So if you are obviously him here, he has to take a risk here. So you gotta be like, okay, I see he's gonna do S, I'm gonna do Kamehameha. Your opponent, it's very easy for your opponent to reflect this, or in most situations, because we are playing a game where people can jump, people will normally jump in this game. So that's two things there. So he has no conventional 5S, and he has to take risks full screen to land hits. What I mean by risks is he has options full screen, but as you see there, this option here is actually a pretty slow one. Your opponent can actually dash as it's coming. If you have a really good opponent, they can even level 3. So that's really slow. So that comes out, if you look at that, the speed-wise, that is 32 frames to come out there. And probably even more. That travel time, by the time it reaches you, your opponent can punish you really easily, especially with Kamehameha and jump with all that. So he has to take risks. So if he starts doing stuff like this to kind of traverse the screen, your opponent can actually level 3 as well. So he has to take quite a bunch of risk to just kind of go around the screen. So that's why he kind of looks to his partners to kind of help him traverse that space, or playing in the mid range. So if you are GT Goku, the mid range is where people are afraid, because they're afraid of stuff, afraid of this, they're afraid of this at the mid range. So his goal is kind of to traverse, not play here, and play you more here, where you kind of have to worry about this. You have to worry about sudden IAD jump H. If you look at this right here, it hits from such a odd angle. It's really extended there, so your opponent has to worry. But yeah, that's GT Goku, everyone. That's kind of GT Goku in a nutshell. You have to be very careful when you're playing with GT Goku. Especially when you're playing GT Goku. Mixing up your strings. Controlling the direction of this, extending pressure. Now let's go to character select screen. I was having a bit too much fun there. So, if we go back to GT Goku, we had Gotenks and Gohan, and on the other side we had GT with Kefla and Vegito. So just going back to our GT Goku, when we talked about the game plan, we talked about things like he has really oppressive dynamic strengths. So if you go through your command list, there's so many ways to be innovative and really use your strengths to kind of mix up your opponents there. So really use those. So he's really looking for partners that help him do that. And he has great corner carry into damage. So partners that either help him facilitate that or aid in other things is what he's kind of looking for. So he's looking for partners that. So we saw with Gotenks A, that gives him those dynamic strings to get your opponent really guessing, get you to the corner fast where obviously damage is dealt. We have Team Gohan's A assist again, that while he's traversing the screen using the reverse Kamehameha, he's able to use the Gohan to safely move around the screen and doing that as well, and landing really cool hits and also getting corner damage. So you could go through the cast. We went through Kefla as well and Vegito. But he didn't quite help in strings. So Vegeta didn't help in the string, but he was also helping other areas. So that's something to think about when you're going through your A, B, and C assists. How can I help these game plans or a game plan to get there? Now, we said when we're fighting against GT Goku, we talked about he has no conventional 5S. So when he's facing characters like Team Gohan, he's facing characters like even Vegito or Kefla or Super Saiyan Vegeta. These are characters that will give him a lot of trouble in that far range. So mid range is kind of where he likes to fight. So but because obviously full screen, we also talked about he has to take those risks full screen to land hits. So he has to kind of do a Kamehameha on a guess. It has a great angle, but again he has to do that jump Kamehameha is punishable if your opponent's there, and he also has to do a risk in full screen. But yeah, I hope this helps someone. If you like the video, leave a like, just leave a comment as well. Again, non-bias is actually this is my favorite Goku in the entire game. So yeah, if anyone wants to talk about this character, you can. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.